E&I, Bourbon Salon, episode 6. Six?
Yes.
Alright.
Episode 6.
Alright. Well, welcome to the E&I Bourbon Salon. Me and my buddy Nick, what are we doing here tonight?
Well, today what we are going to do, we're actually going to do a blind tasting, but being the guys that we are, we actually decided to start the episode off with a little taste of our own with the, bring it right here for you guys to see, the chicken cock.
The chicken cock.
Island rooster, inspired actually by the Caribbean roosters when they get up to crow, the I don't know that's exactly how they sound, but to wake
Better than
people
my
up
Elkin
and all that
brother.
stuff in the Caribbean islands. If you can't really guess, the chicken cock island rooster is actually finished in Caribbean rum barrels. 95 proof. Last episode, I picked up that single barrel chicken
Yeah,
cock.
I was going to bring that up. So we did a bourbon hunt video last episode, and you did buy that from Bees
Liquors in
Liquor.
Hobart, Indiana.
And that was a store pick, cask strength,
calf strength
chicken cock.
chicken cock. It's a very funny name too. I mean, it's definitely one of
Not
those.
that funny.
It's definitely one of those whiskeys. It has such a fun name. You kind of want to have it just to like mess with people. And you want some of my cock?
I don't have one, and I don't get to drink a lot of chicken cock, so
No, it's good cock in your mouth. Anyway, but no, really love this one. It's probably one of my favorite rye whiskeys.
Yeah.
Speaking of rye whiskey,
Mhm.
let's get into this. We're going to do actually a blind tasting.
Mhm.
These are the 3 bottles that we are going to be doing a tasting with: the Limousine Rye, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye, and then finally Castle and Key High Restoration Rye.
Yeah, and the Limousine and the Jack Single Barrel Rye, both mine. You brought the Castle and Key.
Brought the Castle and Key, and I also brought the chicken cock.
I haven't had the Castle and Key, and you got this as a single barrel when we went there back in January.
It was just before, or was it after New Year's Eve?
I can't remember.
I think it was,
I think it was the day after New Year's Eve. Or the day
It
before.
might have been the day after New Year's Eve when we went down to Louisville for our New Year's Eve trip. So, it was the 2nd. You're right. It was January 2nd.
So yeah, I haven't tried these, so we're gonna blind these 3 ryes, and I guess talk about rye whiskey specifically.
It's definitely going to be a rye whiskey episode. Want to kind of focus on the rye whiskeys. We kind of had them in here and there and whatnot, but we've mainly been focused more on straight bourbon. So this will be a good time, to bring in the rye.
Yeah, so I personally love ryes. We talked about the Cream of Kentucky before. Actually, that was the lost footage, now that I think about it. But the Cream of Kentucky rye that's bottled in bond tends to be one of my favorites. I really like, the Frey Ranch rye is a nice one. But there's a ton of ryes that when you look at it, whether it's a pure rye, right? So you do have like brands out there like Whistle Pig, for example. They'll put out 100% rye, and I don't want to do these backwards. I'll start with A. And so they'll put out 100% rye. I'm not a big fan of Whistle Pig. Like, I like it. It's not something I don't like the
Whistle Pig.
Boss Hogs and some of the more expensive, expressions that they put out. I don't like go and seek or try to hunt. And then you've got some MGP ryes that are like the 95.5. So you'll have like 95% rye, and then maybe corn or malted barley probably would be the secondary. And then you've got like some of the bourbons that I tend to like that are like high rye mash bills. So to be a bourbon being 51% corn, you can have a bunch of rye as the rest of, you usually see 3. You usually see 3 grains.
If you hear him stuttering, or even I'm stuttering and kind of like mumbling a little bit, we went to brunch earlier as well.
We did go to Bub City Brunch.
And some good food there.
Bought the cellar aged Maker's Mark.
Shut up, Kyle.
But yeah, so you'll usually see corn, rye, malted barley. the malted barley can either be for like enzymes that they're looking for to help, with the like mash bill and the yeast production, stuff like that, or it could be for flavoring. Like in the Dentlings, he toasts his barley, so that's where you get some of those like deeper chocolate notes. But yeah, so you could have a high rye bourbon that's still, mostly corn based, but like for example, when you look at the Buffalo Trace line, they have two mash bills really. Their high rye mash bill is like the Blantons, the Elmer T. Lee, Rock Hill Farms. Those are, and that's supposed to be like maybe 15% rye.
Okay.
So, but these are ryes. So they are heavy on the rye side. I didn't look at the mash bills on these, but I don't think these are at all like just straight 100% ryes. But
no, I don't think it is. I didn't get a chance to really check the mash bill myself. I'll be honest. A lot of times when I'm grabbing bourbons or rye whiskeys, I don't look at the mash bills. I don't. I'll be honest with you. Now this first one, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I already know what it is.
You think you know what this is?
Based off the smell alone.
We talked about that. We both really like the Jack Daniels. We drink it quite a bit, and so I wonder if that's what you're thinking. We also drink the Limousine quite a bit. So
I don't remember the Limousine having like that banana caramel type taste, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes the Jack Daniels so specific. It just, you get this real big hint of banana caramel. So as soon as I smelled it, that's what I smelled.
Man, the Jack Daniels brand, I know everybody loves the 14-year. Really, that's a lot of people saying the bottle of the year. We haven't found one for the channel. We haven't found one personally.
We only found that 12-year at Bees.
Did see the 12-year at Bees
but you had to buy it with a bundle.
I messed up in that last video too because I gave two prices. Actually, that's a good point. So, one, it's not bonding with bourbon; it's bonding over bourbon. That was the podcast channel that I shouted out that kind of led us in that direction, trying to chase down the Buckners. And then the other thing is, I was right the first time I said it was $299 for the bundle, which included an Old Elk Bees store pick, which was a bourbon, and then the Jefferson Ocean and the Jack 12. But yeah, the Jack 10, the Jack 12, the 14, obviously the Coy Hill. I've got one that I've had open for years and like barely ever drink because it's so good, and I don't know when I'll ever find another one.
Yeah.
But consistently the barrel strength single barrel ryes,
just so good.
They're so good, and they're like.
I know I just said earlier it makes it look like a flip flopper because I just said, but I did say Chickcock's one of my favorite. The Jack Daniels is my favorite.
Yeah. Jack Daniels has been one of my favorite brands along with Wild Turkey.
It's a little bit more of a I guess sympathetic, but not sympathetic. But I don't know the words I'm trying to look for, but this is what started me in whiskey. Jack Daniels is what started me in whiskey.
These are all hot too. These are all over 120 proof, and that's what I was gonna say is on the Jack Daniels, like the Jewel right by me. I mean, you'll see them. Like I've seen one at 138 proof on their shelf, so that's near hazmat. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think this particular one. This one was like 130 though, right? The one you have right here.
This one's like 135. I realize also on the camera, not on the camera, with the microphone, this is 135 proof, that when I am setting down, you get a real big pop, so I gotta like really be careful, like, bink. I don't want to be dragging it and get all that background noise.
That's just a good mic, what can I say?
Yeah. But yeah, so love those. I'm moving on to B. You got
B.
So you think right off the bat that's...
Now I know why they call them blind tasters, because you think you know one thing.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it. It's like...
you think you know something. You think you know taste. And maybe my palate just sucks. And all you real experts out there who's going to see this episode, if you do watch it, I know you're going to talk crap about it. All these guys ain't got good palates. Shut up.
No, well, that's why you do a blind, because you are biased. You like something... And listen, if you like it, you like it, but it is good to do blinds to...
Okay, yeah, I think I know what this one is.
I do too. I feel like I know what this one is.
Well, but since you haven't had a Castle Key yet, you only had those two. I'm assuming you think it's a limousine.
I actually think it's Castle and Key.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's a limousine.
I don't know.
I think that's a limousine. See, I drank the Castle Key a bit, but it's been like over time. So it's one of those kind of like Rye whiskeys. It's like one of those that haven't like kind of sat on my tongue where
They're
I
hot.
know like that.
They are definitely hot.
I literally drink that one like here and there.
Here's the other thing I really like about rye whiskeys. I like finished rye whiskeys.
I do like good friend.
Think
What
about
we were talking earlier about the chicken cock. Finishing out on the Caribbean rum cast.
Midwinter's Night Dram. I know that one was like something I saw it after years ago, and now the prices increased significantly. You can kind of see those sitting on shelves nowadays. Still one of my favorite finished ryes. So love those, but also toasted. Like I like toasted ryes, and I like double oaked ryes. So like we've got the Peerless double oaked rye over there. So I just think that because of like the boldness of a rye, maybe like
it's that
spicier
spice factor. I think it's really the spice factor. If you're someone who likes spicy food, or you just have like a real big thing when it comes to spice, rye whiskey is the way to go because it has that very spice finish, especially on those higher proof ones. It just hits you just like that.
Yeah, and sometimes the flavors of a bourbon or corn-based whiskey being finished can be overwhelmed.
I agree.
Because
it tend to be a little bit more sweet on the sweet side anyway with the corn.
I think we said this, but like I've had people comment about. I took bottles to an event yesterday, and everybody was kind of like they loved the Havana Penelope, but they were all like, "Oh, I didn't really like the last Penelope I tried," and that's one of those where you see people are like, "Hey, it might be really young MGP that they're finishing or double finishing." To mask some of that. I like Penelope. We've talked about the brand. I love it. I have a lot of them sitting over there, and I continue to buy them. So
I can see why anyone would love like the Rio or the Havana. I will also see why a lot of people are not big fans of it either, because of that because they're very sweet. Yeah. And that's coming from me. I'm a sweet guy. I love like sweet finishing bourbons, but those are.
Yeah. They are. Double finish, so.
Yeah, so I can get that. Like, actually, like, I believe it was the Havana, I kind of wanted to just take it and just pour it over pancakes, because it tastes like maple syrup.
Yeah, that was the crowd pleaser last night. Everybody really liked the Havana. I got nervous. I was like, going to have to put it away at some point, just to keep a little bit left.
Alrighty. Fine, let's go with C. I think this is the Castle Key.
Do you?
Nope, take the back. I was wrong. I'm going to switch that. Because you know what? The Castle Key does have a hotter finish. I think it has a hotter finish.
This one was more...
It's a lot more mellow.
This one was more grain forward. It felt younger.
Which could be the case because Castle Key is a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's 4 years?
Yeah, the limousine... That's a great question. The limousine is a store pick, and it is a 10-year.
Yeah, okay.
At 128 proof.
So this might actually be the limousine, what we're sipping right now.
Yeah, I think this is.
This might be the limousine. So I think I'm going.
I get like Honey Nut Cheerios.
So I'm going Jack, Castle Key, limousine.
All right. Well, you're not supposed to pick them. What do you rank them? Which one's your favorite?
Oh, I just want to at least say it. Oh. Oh well, we already know. Just because
he's influencing me. This is the problem with bourbon when you say like notes and things, and then like it gets in my head. I need my own thoughts.
We're trying to become influencers right now. Okay, I'm practicing with you, but obviously this one right here, A, because you know what I think that is. I think I'm gonna go with.
I really like this one.
I think I'm going with C for second, and B for third.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go around again. I'm gonna go start with A again. I definitely get the caramel banana, like banana nut bread. Like a little burnt banana nut bread, actually. A little.
It's just so consistent. That's why when you suggested the Jack, I was like, are you sure you want to put that on there? Because I'm going to know
stuff that's a little more high proof.
I'm going to know what it is because it's my thing. I just love Jack.
Well,
now I'm going to feel like an idiot.
If it's not,
I will feel like an idiot. I will probably storm off and never drink whiskey again because I'll be that ashamed of my palate. Or I'm going to curse out your wife and say she mixed it up.
You really think that's the Jack?
Dude, I know for a fact the Jack Daniels Rye has just that heavy banana caramel.
Yeah.
Some, depending on the store pick, might have more of a caramel apple taste to it. Because I've had a couple of different store picks where one is like banana caramel, the other one has like more of a caramel apple, but the most consistent thing is heavy caramel.
And this is a Bub City pick, so shout out, Bub City. We just had brunch there, and
as you can tell, it's one of our favorite spots.
Buy bottles there all the time too. Always buy bottles there.
I almost bought the cellar aged.
They had cellar aged. They had a Blanton's Gold store pick. Weller OWA store pick. Eagle Rare store pick.
Eagle Rare is probably out.
Rare character store pick.
It's too high for Eagle Rare. I'm sorry.
$125.
$125.
But for a store pick, you're like, all right.
Retail, you can get it for $45, or even like secondary, like liquor stores, you can probably find for $60. I'm not going to pay $125 for it. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's a store pick or not. With that being said, when it comes to me saying I was going to buy the cellar aged today, told myself I got to save a little bit of money. Also, speaking of that, with this page, we're actually combining our money to buy certain bottles that we're going to have for the page and whatnot. We've been on the hunt for King Kentucky. I have a guy. He's failed me a few times, but I know he's going to come through. I've gotten other stuff from him, to be honest. I've gotten other stuff. It's just the King Kentucky he's been failing me on. With that being said, though, I haven't heard from him this whole week. Literally been texting. I have been calling him, and he has not gotten to me, and I'm a little bit upset about it. I might have to go with someone else because I'm just, where is he? So
Javier's on vacation.
I know Javier's on vacation. How you know this?
I do talk to him from time to time.
Pause. You and Javier talk. You didn't even like Javier.
Well, sometimes he gets bottles.
Damn it, Javier. Okay. That's great to know. Freaking asshole.
I think I'm on my third trip around the world here. And you're still sticking with your...
I'm sticking with... You think it's not. You don't think it's it. That's it. I'm sorry. At this point, get the paper. Get the paper out, bro.
Hold on.
Well, now you got me questioning my thoughts here, but I'm going to be confident with this, man. I'm going to be confident. Also, A feels thicker. It feels thicker. These are a little bit more like loose. B and C are a little more loose. Thin. There we go. Sorry. Jack Daniel's Rye tend to be like a little bit more thicker. So I'm sticking with that, man. I don't think you can change my mind. Man.
All right, let's go back. Last one.
People, if you're going to do these kind of like blind tastings, be careful. Make sure you have someone that can drive. I brought my wife for this reason because
I'm home.
Well, you're home. I brought my wife to drive home because you're gonna feel stuff, especially when you go to brunch at first. Before you start this.
That was good.
It was good. Probably not a smart decision though.
Burrito was huge.
I got the chicken and waffles. Tasty. Yeah, I think this is Castle.
Damn. I wish I had more of one.
Yeah, it's Castle.
I know where you're saying it. It's the palate, the finish of it. All right, I'm gonna agree with Nick.
I feel like there's one thing I know is Jack Daniels.
Both his call and his ranking. Although, if this is the limousine, it is really good. Dancing Goat Distillery.
Honestly, once I went around again, that's another thing about whiskeys. It's something about when it's been out a little bit longer, as the air hits, like it changes the complexity.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm gonna change my rankings. Actually, I think I'm gonna change it because the longer this one sat out, you got more of that flavor profile, which also had a little hint of that caramel, which I love. So I think I'm going 1, 2, 3 now.
Okay.
Because this one kind of stayed the same.
I've had this.
And I know what you meant by like the Honey Nut Cheerios. I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
I definitely get cereal.
Cereal.
Definitely get
And I
cereal.
wonder, and that makes me wonder if it is the Castle and Key because you're gonna get like that kind of grainy, yeasty, forward and younger bourbon.
Yes.
So do you think B's the limousine?
No, honestly, maybe B might be limited. I actually thought it was Castle Key after I tried it again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Those two I can't tell. I don't even have my confidence in A.
We did flip those two, but Jack is A, B is the limo.
Okay. So I do like the limousine more than I like the Castle Key. I had
I
it right
like
the first
Castle
time.
Key better.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's got more of a Honey Nut Cheerio note. Even though you kind of do get a little bit of that fermentation, I think this one was a little flatter. So, all right.
After
So
a
we
while,
both
that
got the
limousine
Jack.
is good.
Jack wins single barrel rise.
Come on now.
Do you know how to make a paper plane?
And I'm about to say,
I never made a paper plane as a kid.
but don't ever doubt me when it comes to my Jack Daniels. Me and Jack go back a long time.
Those are good. Those are good. I am surprised at the Castle and Key. This is a single barrel strength. And we did get this from the distillery. I should have bought one. Damn.
I told you to get it.
I should have.
You want to switch bottles? I like the limousine. You like Castle
I was
Key.
tapped out. They're pretty much about the same in both.
Just trick. Hey, that's a usual thing in the bourbon
Ooh,
world.
that got me.
Got you. Yeah.
Those are all high proof. So this is what? This one's 122 proof.
122,
This one's 128 proof. This one's 135 proof.
Here's what I do. I'll leave the Castle Key. I'll take you home to limousine.
You just like, how do you finish? I don't think that.
I don't think it works. You're not Stone Cold. Dude, did you just get all over your face?
I don't know how to do it. That probably didn't look good, actually. That was probably a bad look for me. I'm going to guess that was a bad look for me. Going like this. This is probably...
It's 2025. No one's going to judge you.
Okay.
So,
You say the flavor in the beard. All right, so salon topic, and then I got a special treat for us.
all right, so on topic, we're talking about bourbon and rye whiskey. So, we're talking more about rye whiskey today. But what do most people prefer? What do you prefer?
It's a good question.
And I think that's a really good question.
Did something yesterday.
What did you do?
And so we do open our bottles at the E&I Bourbon Salon. And I'm not collecting sets. Every bottle I have that you see is a one of one, so I don't have another one. For a birthday party yesterday, we opened the 2018 So this is a 2018 Old Forester birthday bourbon. This was barreled in 2006, bottled obviously in 2018. This is a 12-year, coming in at 101 proof. And I opened it yesterday.
Oh, right, because yesterday was your birthday.
It was my birthday. And we won't have to date this podcast because this will come out after, but I did open it with a group of people. We had a bottle share going on yesterday for actually a couple kids' birthdays in the family.
You guys said bourbon to a kid's birthday.
Yeah. So I figured I would share this with you. Let's take and put this like front and center. Bing. So this is supposed to be
wait,
a
we
really
don't put it in front
great.
of Jack. No, you don't put it in front of Jack. Jack is king. So we don't just put it in front of
We'll shuffle. No. Shuffle them up.
No, Jack stays out. Jack deserves his love. He was a winner today.
Winner. But yeah,
winner.
so I figured we would share this together.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Talk about what we like. So I tend to like. Obviously, I just said that if I'm looking for a finished, a double oaked, I love ryes. Even the Cream of Kentucky as a bottled in bond 100 proof rye, I do like. I tend to enjoy bourbons more personally. The sweetness of the corn, and I know that maybe we can save this for an episode down the road, but for me, replacing that rye with something like a wheat and a wheated bourbon.
That is definitely a good episode we could talk about. We'll talk about some good wheated bourbons.
And so for me, my favorite bourbon of all time is Weller 107.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is like the quintessential perfect when I think about the bourbon flavors that I love so much, and I veered off of to all the other great things that are out there, but I like wheated bourbons the best for me.
Okay.
And if I was gonna drink a rye, I like the finished ryes. I mean, the Jack Daniel's is special. I wonder if the limousine is finished. I don't think it is.
I don't think the limousine was finished. No.
But I mean, those are good. I mean, that's a 10-year rye. The Jack Daniel's stuff that they're putting out is amazing. So yeah, I like all of it.
Yeah.
But I like wheated bourbons.
So this has actually been very tough for me recently because as starting off, I was a strict bourbon kind of guy. I didn't really mess with ryes like that. And I feel like as I've gotten older and my palate's kind of matured a little bit, and I definitely been getting a lot more of the higher proofs. Bourbons and ryes as well. I'm starting to slightly go towards rye whiskeys. If actually a lot more of the stuff I've been buying recently have been rye whiskeys.
Yep.
And I credit, once again, that thing right there. Like, I think what I can, and because it's like very common to find now.
And that's what's the amazing thing about the Jack Daniels is like those are very easy to find.
Very easy to find, depending on where you
and
go to.
They're great. And I would just say find them that are find ones that are over 132 proof.
Exactly. I think,
and you will find yourself something that's a great drink.
I want to say mine's at home is about 130 proof, 132. It's just amazing. And
yeah.
I will sip that every night, especially like in the summertime now. I go on my back porch, light me up a cigar, and I got some of that Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And I know a good high proof bourbon or rye goes really good with cigar. Helps cut some of that, helps actually cut and intensifies flavor in a way. So lately I've been going for more ryes. It's one of those kind of things that just, especially high proof ryes.
Yeah. I think that too, like, while the wheateds are my favorite, I do like high rye bourbons as well. Like the High West brand would be a high rye bourbon.
High West, I get it. High rye.
And
I've been drinking.
So I mean, but those are some of the stuff I like. So I think, it's hard to answer that question because there's so many great bottles out there that have their nuances and different mash bills and like those things all, like we talked about Penelope. We talked about Penelope. That's a 4 grain.
Well, this is why it's a Salon topic.
Yeah.
It's not so much what I say is right, what you say is wrong. We bring up these topics, simple topics, for people in the comment section to have a debate. Keep it clean. No, I don't. We don't want anybody to talk about something. You're an idiot. Oh my God, this is greater than that. Blah blah blah. How could you think this is good? You guys want to do it anyway. Let's be honest. But that's why we have these topics, so the people at home who love whiskey can have a good discussion about it. I want the comment section blowing up, especially for this one, and talking about what they like, what they don't like.
And you can't make fun of people for what they like. We had this conversation last night. I mean, you could critique it. You could say like, "Hey, I don't like that. I think that's garbage, whatever." But someone asked me yesterday, like, "Well, what if I like ice in my whiskey?" And it was like, we had some pretty nice bottles out. Like, would you put ice in the Old Forester birthday bourbon? Probably not. But if you have one and that's how you drink it, God bless you. I'm not gonna say anything.
No,
about
you
it.
should not actually judge.
You want to throw a little Coke in the Old Forester birthday bourbon?
I will kill you. I should not say that on camera. I am sorry. I will hurt you. That's more PG.
Nah. But no. However you drink your whiskey is how you
You know, it's funny that you actually do that. So, I remember a funny story. I was with some coworkers. We decided to have some cigars after work one day, and we went to a cigar lounge on Even Reed's, called Even Reed's, right off of I want to say it's like between Madison and Monroe on Wabash, like right off Lake, by the Green Line. And so we go over there, and with my friends, he's like, "Hey, give me some money, I'm gonna grab a bottle." Cool. He's a whiskey drinker. At that time, he's more of a beginning whiskey drinker. He's way more advanced now. Shit, more advanced than I am. But he bought a bottle of the 10-year Whistle Pig rye.
Sure.
10-year Whistle Pig. And he brings it, and we're having all of us having cigars. Me and him, another guy. We're having cigars. We're drinking the whiskey. And now me, I personally cannot do ice. Unless it's a regular Jack Daniels, I can't put no Coke in it. I can't put no ginger ale in it. I can't make a cocktail out of it. There's certain bourbons I can do cocktails with, but certain whiskeys, I just can't do it. It feels disrespectful as hell. So we're drinking it. And next thing I know, one of the guys is like, "Oh man, this is too hot for me." Pulls out a Canada Dry ginger ale and pours it in there with some ice. Then the other guy who brought it also did the same thing. Grabbed a can of ginger ale, poured it in there with some ice.
They enjoyed themselves.
And I was like, you know what? If that's what you like, that's what you like. But I held it in my inside not to go, "I hate you all," and punch them. And this, but granted, that was like a few years ago. I was a little more immature. Now I am at the point of, look here, if you like what you like, go ahead and drink it that way. Don't do it in front of me, personally, but if that's what you like, that's what you like.
We both know someone that their favorite old fashioned is a Blanton's old fashioned, which a lot of people would say, not cool, bro.
No, I will disagree.
Some people would.
I think an old fashioned with a Blanton's, because okay, so to me personally, old fashions, the way they're made, doesn't really destroy the bourbon. It helps elevate it. Now, does Blanton's need to be elevated? No. But depending on how it's made, a good Blanton's old fashioned is amazing.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I've had Eagle Rare old fashions. I've had Blanton's old fashions. I've had a bunch of different high expensive bourbon old fashioned, and they're amazing. Now, if you come up and put a Coke in a Blanton's, I will punch you. Or when our boy Eric had coffee, and he said, "Oh," and he poured our Blanton's into the coffee.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That made us a little mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We were both kind of like, and it was the rest of the Blanton's at that, because you brought it out to say, "Hey, let's kill this bottle," and it was like a little bit left. He said, "Oh," and he just pour the rest of Blandon's in the coffee.
Not great.
No, not really. But on that note, I think it's
yeah. Well, I wanted to do one more thing. No more pours, but I thought it would be good to bust out just to show it on camera because it's a rare bottle that I have, kind of like a cellar bottle. Can you grab that old Dragon Bones?
Oh, okay.
It's right next to the Penelope.
I see.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. This is probably one of my rarest bottles. It's 137 proof old Dragon Bones. I don't know how you would say that. Celebrity.
I'm about to say
Celebrity. So it was a store pick, so they never actually sold these.
I mean, who's what brand is it?
So it's put out by Old Dragon Bones. Backbone is the.
We need to talk about more of these like boutique.
The distiller.
We need to talk about
or
more
is the bottler. So this is MGP, so they're not the distiller.
Of course, MGP.
But this is an 18-year-old hazmat MGP. Basically, it's 137 proof, so it's just shy of it. But something I've been holding on for a long time, and I really want to open on the channel eventually, or potentially during a
we're not opening it today,
or a Dungeons and Dragons game. But yeah, talking about
Rye,
this is my highest. This would be my, and this is a 39% corn, 53% rye, and an 8% malted barley mash bill. Again, it is from MGP. It's story time. It was finished in sherry. Yeah, so. That's something cool I've been holding for a while and looking for the right opportunity to open up.
That would be the perfect bottle for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, actually, I do want to pick up the Critical Role. You know, did a partnership with Matthew Litter, the guy who plays Shaggy in Scooby-Doo movies. Him and another, I think he's a producer, Matthew Lillard. They open up their own like kind of spirit line, and so they have different spirits that they kind of like help produce. And they did a partnership with Critical Role, and they have a whiskey brand called Quest Inn that I really want to try. I believe it's called Quest Inn, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll have to try that.
We're gonna have to do it for Dungeons and Dragons night. I really want to try to pick up a bottle.
What did you think of the Old Forester?
I never ever disliked Old Forester. Old Forester is probably one of my favorite brands.
This is good, 12 year.
Also, this is the smoothest, one of the smoothest bourbons I've ever drank in my life. I love the birthday bourbons. I think we also have a very funny story how I tried to kill yours, or I did kill one of your birthday bourbons. In my defense, he said, I have open bottles I want to kill. He never specified which ones not to kill. And the birthday bourbon was open.
It's like the Koi Hill, right? You just don't. You don't finish that bottle without calling me first. So, all right. I think that's it. Is that a wrap?
I think that's a good episode of wrap. I think it's a good way to wrap it.
I don't know how to do this.
Please don't knock over your